Stefani Lamb.
Here we go in the Shamrock FC Women's Division. Stefani Lamb makes her way to the cage tonight by Live Right Fitness. Although Lamb is making her MMA debut, she is no stranger to the world of combat sports. Stefani has a blue belt in Taekwondo and a background in the world of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Lamb told me that her real key to victory is her team and the training that she has put in. She looks to make an impression tonight in the Shamrock FC Women's Division. She told me she is ready for anything tonight.
You know, the women's fights are always my favorite. They go at it from bell to bell, non-stop action in all of our Shamrock FC women's fights.
The women always do put on a show. Should be very interesting to see her traditional martial arts style come into play.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring out her opponent, Tiffany Axton.
Making her way tonight to the cage is Tiffany Axton out of Finney's Mixed Martial Arts. She is coming off a loss in the Shamrock FC cage to Bess Shipley in her last outing. Axton went back to camp, used that loss as a learning experience. Look for Axton tonight to be more well-rounded than her last outing. Pressure Lamb to get that victory. She says that I changed up everything in this camp. I put everything to work. She trains with her boyfriend, Jeff Rittenhouse. Groups together as a fighter. As we go to our tail of the tape, Stefani Lamb, 19 years old, 5'7", 124.3 pounds out of Belleville, Illinois. Tiffany Axton, 25 years old, 5'7", 125.5 pounds out of St. Louis, Missouri.
I'm really interested, Jeremy, to see how Tiffany has improved from her last fight. You know, she told us she can take this fight anywhere. She's really been working on becoming a well-rounded mixed martial artist where she can take advantage of wherever she thinks she has the most advantage in this fight, whether it be on the feet or on the ground.
Both fighters told me in the opening interviews that they want to pressure and go early, so let's see how it goes.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is brought to you by Page Law. Tonight, fighting out of the blue corner this evening, she stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighs in at 124.3 pounds. Fighting out of Belleville, Illinois, Stefani Lamb. Her opponent tonight, fighting from across the cage out of the red corner this evening. She stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighs in at 125.5 pounds. Fighting out of St. Louis, Missouri, Tiffany Axton.
Referee John Duver has the call for this fight. Here we go. Axton takes the center of the cage. Big leg kick there, though, coming from Lamb. Axton seems to show a whole lot more patience than she did in her first fight. Also very much more aggressive.
Very aggressive. Lamb is landing some nice strikes. Now they're in the clinch position.
Lamb doing a good job here of pressing against the cage as we see Tiffany Axton move and change that position.
Yeah, very nice reversal from Axton. But I think she just ate a knee to the stomach that kind of bothered her.
Yeah, that looks like that definitely put something on her as she's trying to work that underhook. Very nice turn there coming from Axton. Oh, big shot there coming from Lamb.
Yeah, very active from Lamb, but when Lamb is throwing these punches, she's leaving her chin straight up in the air, which is very dangerous.
She has that very traditional Taekwondo style of keeping that bounce going, keeping that chin up.
Lamb is very aggressive with Axton's back on the cage, throwing knees everywhere.
Oh, big shot there against Axton.
Yeah, Lamb hurt Axton with that right hand.
Oh, more coming from Stefani Lamb. Great action here to start off as we are down to 1 minute and 30 seconds left here in round one.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see if Lamb can keep up this frantic pace halfway through the round.
She is doing a great job. Steps back, lets Axton off the cage, lands another shot, jumps right back in.
Lamb has done that a couple times. She's disengaged and then shot right back in with punches. Very smart tactic out of Lamb.
Again, another knee to the body.
Those knees to the body are hurting Axton.
Lamb doing a great job here at controlling the positions. Nice knee, though, coming from Axton.
Lamb seems to be the stronger fighter thus far in the fight. The physically stronger fighter.
Oh, nice shot coming from Tiffany Axton. It seems that every time Axton connects, she is definitely making Stephanie Lamb turn her head away.
Yeah, well, that chin is straight up. If Axton would sit down when Lamb kicks,
Boom,
she can
another
really land some
big
big
shot.
right hands.
Lamb starting to swing wildly. 10 seconds remaining here in round one. Nice action here. Round one in the books. So, Kevin, if you were stepping into the corner of Tiffany Axton, what are you giving her for advice in that one?
I'm going to tell her when Lamb is stepping in with these kicks, she's leaving her chin wide open. Axton needs to see that kick coming, step in, sit down, and land a hard right hand to the chin of Lamb, and she could end this fight.
A lot of back and forth action in that. Who do you have in that round?
I'm going to give that round to Lamb. I think she's a little more aggressive. She controlled most of the action on the cage, and she hurt Axton with the knees to the body.
As we see here in our instant replay, a big kick there coming from Stephanie Lamb, who starts to throw those wild punches. Axton definitely eats a couple there walking in, but still very aggressive from both fighters.
You know, a great round in the Shamrock FC women's division.
As we get ready here to start round two at live from Lumiere Place Casino in St. Louis, Missouri. Shamrock FC No Mercy. Sold out capacity crowd. We've actually been sold out for over a week for this fight. Here we go, round two. Big hand there coming from Lamb.
Axton immediately goes for the clinch.
Lamb's corner calling for straight punches down the pipe.
Big right hand from Lamb.
Both of those fighters are just absolutely throwing hands here. Raised a bit of a cut here again under the eye of Tiffany Axton.
Yeah, I can't tell if that's a cut on the cheek of Axton or if it's blood from the nose.
Again, nice knee here coming, but Lamb is just absolutely pressing in the clinch.
Yeah, again, Lamb seems to be the stronger fighter, dominating the cage wrestling. Just as I say that, though, Axton with a very nice reversal, putting Lamb's back on the cage.
More big knees here coming from Stephanie Lamb.
You know, this cage wrestling and clinch is so grueling on both of these fighters. And then as soon as they break from the clinch, here we go with big punches out of both of them.
Both are throwing absolute hands here with reckless abandon. Halfway through round two here in this contest. Oh, nice shot there again coming from Axton.
Big right hand of Axton. Every time Lamb is trying to get out of these positions, she's turning to walk away. I would like to see Axton throw a rear leg round kick to the head of Lamb as she turns to get away.
Nice shot to the body coming from Lamb, but Axton is continuing to move forward. 1 minute remaining here in round two. Again, Axton is chasing down Stephanie Lamb.
Yeah, both of these ladies seem to be pretty winded, but they're leaving everything they got in the cage.
That's why we love the women's fights. Absolutely grueling pace here in this fight, too. Again, good clinch work here coming from Lamb. 30 seconds remaining here in round two. Lamb doing a good job here. 10 seconds remaining. Axton does a good reversal here, but she needs to do something with it in these last 10 seconds. End of round 2 here, Shamrock FC, no mercy. Again, big round here. Who did you see that one for?
That was a very close round. It could go either way. I personally thought Axton landed a couple pretty good punches, so I'm gonna slightly give her the round, but I would not be surprised at all if the judges saw it different ways.
As we go here to our instant replay, we see Axton moving forward, landing the shots. Stefani Lamb doing a good job throwing the haymakers, but she turns her head every time she gets hit.
Yeah, every time Axton comes in on Lamb, when Lamb's trying to escape, she is turning away. Axton could land a big rear leg ground kick to the head of Lamb if she chooses to throw it.
That has to look bad in the judge's eyes also, that you're turning the head every time you're getting punched.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, that could lose you around just doing that.
Third and final round here in this contest. Both fighters still look very fresh coming out. A lot of movement coming out of Stefani Lamb.
Lamb turns her back to get away from Axton.
Axton is trying to stalk her down, and literally Stefani Lamb is running away here in the third round.
But as Lamb is running away, she's landing the punches and avoiding the punches of Axton.
It will be very interesting to see if this goes to a decision, how the judges play that. Axton continuing to stalk her down.
Yeah, I would still like to see Axton throw a kick as she gets Lamb to move with her punches.
That last shot opened up the nose of Axton. Again, Lamb is running all over the cage here. Very interesting strategy to keep the run going.
Yeah, she's using a lot of energy, but she's also landing the better strikes.
Halfway through the third and final round here in this contest.
Almost as if Lamb is confusing Axton with all of her movement.
It seems to really be frustrating Axton.
We got some pretty solid swelling under the left eye of Axton from those big right hands of Lamb.
The dancing and juking here of Lamb is completely seems to be confusing Axton.
It's confusing her, and I think she's just too exhausted to really capitalize on it.
Big shots there. 1 minute remaining here in the third and final round. Nice clinch work here coming from Stefani Lamb.
Yeah, almost as if Lamb is just stalling now. She thinks she's winning this fight. She could just be trying to stall it out on the cage.
30 seconds remaining here in the fight. Nice knee coming from Stefani Lamb. Both fighters seem to be now just really running on pure adrenaline. 10 seconds left. And that is the end of the contest. What a fight, Kevin.
What an entertaining and equally grueling fight out of these ladies for us tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we go to the scorecards tonight, let's give both of these ladies a big round of applause. Going to the scorecards tonight, your winner by unanimous decision out of the blue corner, Stefani Lamb.
Stefani Lamb taking the win tonight here in her mixed martial arts debut, Shamrock FC No Mercy.